Good morning, Tom. Hola.
Hola to you too, and Jewel, hola to you.
Buenos dias.
You had a great event there last Sunday over on West 4th Avenue at Las Margaritas.
It was awesome, Tom. We had a really good turnout, free margarita for everyone, and hot appetizers. Doug did a great job with the presentation about buying a condo in Mexico. You should go and check out our website because he had us doing a Mexican hat dance on there, too.
You didn't do it live, though, in person, did you?
No. And the other great thing, Tom, was two women that had gone down on the last fly and try. They were there. One of the ladies is going to buy down there, and the other one said that while she went down there as a guest, there was no pressure at all. She could just take everything in and enjoy herself. It was just a great report on everything.
One of the things that I just quickly highlighted, and there were several on the presentation that people will hear about, was just why Mexico, why now in terms of a real estate investment. And, you know, you can never say that it will always work wherever you go, in Canada or the U.S. There's about 75 million baby boomers going to retire over the next 5 to 15 years that are looking for a quality of life and hopefully somewhere in the sun. We talked about the cost being so much less than and more affordable than Canada. Talked about all the different financing options that are available now to buy real estate in Mexico that didn't exist just 5-10 years ago. We talked about much lower cost of living. We just talked about it's really easy to stay in touch with home with internet, good health care, and just a great climate. So we just sort of highlighted some of those things, why we think in the long run there'll be increasing demand on people from North America wanting to live in Mexico.
If you are interested in checking this out a little bit further, let me give you a phone number, 604-724-3500, 604-724-3500, or go to this website, letstalkmexico.com. We've got a very special expert on the line right now, all the way down there in Mexico in Puerto Vallarta. I hope I get this right. Aaron Fisher. Aaron is the Sales and Marketing Director for Grupo Real del Mar. Welcome to the show.
Hola, Tom. Hola, Doug. Hola, Jewel. Thanks for having me on the show. It's wonderful. The weather's absolutely gorgeous over here in Mexico, and it's a supreme pleasure to call you guys up. How's everyone doing?
We're doing good. Listen, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. I understand that you're originally from Montreal. How did a guy from Montreal end up working and living in Mexico?
Well, it was a blessing in disguise. You know, I came down here 10 years ago trying to escape those cold Montreal winters, and I just came across this beautiful paradise. I've honestly been here ever since. Been focusing years and years on Mexico, real estate, what it's like for a Canadian to buy a property here in Mexico. We built up a team over the last 7 years to answer all the important questions about title insurance, financing, tax planning, and the legal process of buying property here in Mexico. So why am I here? For the great weather, and it all makes sense because we've put together this wonderful event geared towards fellow Canadians.
Last week on the show, Doug was giving us an idea of some of the property values, and I said, could you buy something equivalent to that on the North Shore for the same amount of dough? And he said, not a chance. So your opportunities are just fantastic.
Absolutely. This is a wonderful place to place an investment or to come and retire. It's all about lifestyle first, just because it feels so good. But if you look at the nuts and bolts and the cost per square meter and the actual cost of living over here, Mexico's got everywhere beat, hands down. We've got over 335 days of uninterrupted sunshine.
You have another fly and try coming up really soon, and I understand the last time you were down there, Doug and Jewel, that you were coming back on the bus from doing a little sightseeing with Aaron and his wonderful people, and you got into a little old-fashioned sing-along.
Oh, it was an awesome
We had such a great time, and this happens during every event. Every time Doug and Jewel come down and bring friends and potential clients, we end up creating such great friendships that we just sang show tunes all the way back from our lavish meal back to the hotel. It was wonderful. We had such a great time.
You guys down there really take good care of these Canadians when they come down for the fly and try. When is the next fly and try, by the way?
Next fly and try is February 25th to the 28th. You can expect the best with us. You'll experience a total immersion into the culture, the fun, the education, and the adventure that beautiful Puerto Vallarta has to offer. There's a lot of enjoyable things. You'll also enjoy a sunset champagne cruise on a yacht. You'll attend the best of a traditional Mexican fiesta. We're renting a beautiful 5-star hotel, so there'll be quality dining, great shopping, sightseeing, and we're going to end our 3-day venture with an amazing farewell dinner on one of the most exclusive beach clubs on the Pacific Coast, all completely paid for by us.
The number to call for more info, 604-724-3500, 604-724-3500, or go to letstalkmexico.com. You guys are creating a lot of interest in Mexico, and with good reason, too. I mean, the winters here are they're not as bad as Montreal, mind you. It's windy sometimes and wet and damp, and, man, to get to the sunshine in January, February, I think it would just be a marvelous thing.
Absolutely. And right now, there's just so many great flights to pull you into Puerto Vallarta at a reasonable rate that coming to Puerto Vallarta is just so close, it's so easy, it's so attainable. The buying process here in Mexico has become much more sophisticated over the last 20 years, and it's really opened its doors to fellow Canadians. The time is now, the opportunity is here, and the invitation is from us. So please come down and join us. We'll treat you like royalty. It's a wonderful event, and we look forward to meeting you guys all down here.
That sounds good. I think we're going to get a plane load and come on down and see it. And to get everybody even more interested in Mexico, you have another Mex event coming up at Las Margaritas pretty soon.
That's right, Tom. Coming up on February 7th, which is only, I guess, a little more than a week away.
Yeah.
We're going to have another Mex event where we're going to kind of highlight some of the properties that you would see in Puerto Vallarta. We'll highlight some of the topics that Aaron's alluded to, healthcare, cost of living, those kinds of things. And we're going to start a little earlier because we ran over time last time. People just hung around and asked questions and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to start it at 2:30 on Sunday, Feb 7th, till about 4 o'clock, and it would be very helpful if people can call us at 604-724-3500 to register, just so we have a head count for margaritas and nachos. And if you know anybody who can attend or would like to attend, just please give us a call. And we're going to be giving a $50 gift certificate out again to Las Margaritas for the first person to call to register for the event.
That sounds really good. Again, that telephone number, Doug?
604-724-3500.
Fantastic talking to you. And Aaron, thank you so much for taking time to be with us on the show today.
Absolute pleasure speaking with all you guys.
And we'll chat again. And Doug and Jewel, you have a great week. And don't forget, the event coming up at Las Margaritas is on the 7th. And the telephone number is 604-724-3500. We'll chat again next week.
Adios, amigos.
Adios.
Adios. Muchas gracias.
Adios.